Okay, you're looking at two 2008 Toyota Tacoma seats, a driver's seat and a passenger seat. And as usual, if you've got a Tacoma, your driver's seat is kind of stinky looking on the side where you get in and out, and it gets all worn and crispy. And you simply have to make your seat, your driver's seat, new again. The passenger seat never gets really worn out. If you can find yourself a good passenger seat, they've all got basically the same, as far as I can see, they've got the exact same upholstery on all of them. I just picked up this set of seats for $100, and I'm going to be swapping the cushions and the cover only from this passenger one onto that driver one. And you can do the top too. You can do the top, the backrest cover. It's simply, oh, this one's easier. These are little thingies that hold the carpet kick panel down. I guess they pop off the hog rings here where it's held down over the years. But these are called hog rings. They're just like a metal, a sharp metal clip that holds the two together. This is basically what's holding on the upholstery at the top. You tape these 3 rings off or snip them or whatever, and you can just slide the upholstery straight up and off after you've taken the headrest off. And the bottom, we're just gonna have to take a few of the brackets off so we can get to the bottom. It's hog ringed on here, as you can see as well. This is the bottom cushion, and at the front it merely, well, let's look at this. See these 2 clips, and then you fold. If you ever put a Jeep roof on, you'll know what this type of plastic slip, actually Mercedes seats are very similar. It slips in this direction and then pops off. And then as you roll it this way, it kind of tightens. It's hard to explain, but once I get it off, you'll be able to see it. There's a slot in here that hooks onto the plastic channel inside under the fabric, and then these 2 tabs are just holding it from rolling this way and coming loose. So they're pretty easy to take off and swap over. Again, we just have to take all of the hardware and all of the side covers, the plastic side covers here, and on the other side we have to pop all those off, and then we can take the upholstery off. So I'm going to take all these off. I'm going to snip all the hog rings. And the easiest way to redo this, if you don't have hog ring pliers, is use plastic zip ties. Will fit through little holes, and then just zip tie them. Or you can just stick wire through them like baling wire and twist it if you want. But I've always just used zip ties. They work fine. Anyway, I'm going to snip all these and we'll get ready. I'll take all the hardware off the sides, and if there's anything weird, I'll come back. But there shouldn't be anything odd. This should be a pretty quick process. Okay, simply for clarification, I've already cut the ones on the other one. These are the hog rings, and we're just simply gonna, I'm using side cutters. I'm just gonna simply snip them all. And be careful, pick them up because they will puncture a tire. And you can see that this holds the upholstery around the top cushion, the back cushion. And this plastic, there's a wire inside of this plastic, and that is what it grabs on, so that you're not just pulling on upholstery fabric, it's actually pulling on something sturdy. And then we just have to do the bottom one. And anyway, it's really simple. And here's the other one that I've already done. So the back is done. Here's the top of the back and the bottom that wraps underneath by your butt. And then here's the bottom part. And it's got, see the metal rod through it, this metal wire that goes under there. And when you put your clips back in, you're going to want to clip onto this wire. So again, you're not holding on upholstery, and then pull it nice and tight. And then just zip tie it to the seat spring. And then you can see the foam, everything is going to come out all in one. I might as well do the bottom foam as well. Replace it onto the driver's seat because that part gets kind of worn out too. But the toughest part is just getting these, the side here, and that's hog ringed in too. You can see there. There's only a couple of them. Doesn't seem to be many. So just getting these plastic side panels off, and it's pretty damn self-explanatory. There's a couple of bolts, a couple of screws, Phillips screws there, and a couple of clips. I'm not sure how that one, can you see it there, that yellow one? I'm not sure how that unclips. But we will figure that out, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're looking at the driver's side, the seat belt side, which would be the inner. And you've got this plastic cover that comes off. There is the Phillips screw up there that comes out. And then you take the seat belt itself off with the wiring attached to it. The wiring slips through this little clip here. It slips in between the two clips. And then there is a plastic, see the white plastic clip there? That slides, once you get this unhooked, you slide it back and out, and you can see the slot in it, so you can slide it. So we can just leave that there and slide it back in. And now there is a plastic push clip here, like you would see holding a inner trunk liner or whatever on, and we can just pop that off with a pry tool. You can see it inside. Where is it? There it is. You can see it right there with its little teeth. So you can push that from this side or pry it out if you've got something forked. A trim removal tool to pry that off. And I'm assuming it's going to be about the same on the other side. And that looks like about it. There's a plastic clip here where it slides over top of this bar on the seat. Oh, there's a hog ring right there. And I don't feel any others, but if there's any others, I'll let you know if I find them. But this should just pop right off. How is that clipped on? Well, it's just clipped on, I think. Anyway, I'll find out and let you know. I haven't done one of these before. I've done a million seats, but just not a Toyota one, so I'm sure the upholstery guys out there are just laughing at me. But anyway, back in a sec. Okay, so still on the driver's side, because I want to practice on the one that I'm throwing away in case I wreck anything, because once I can figure out this one, the other side's pretty easy. So this side clip, it pushes into, there's a groove in this metal bar here on the inside. And what you're going to want to do is push it away from you and roll it out of the groove like that. So you see that it goes in and then rolls over to hold itself. And I'm assuming this one on the front is the same. There is no hog ring. This little pin that keeps that from moving forward and back. That's what I thought was a hog ring. So I'm assuming this one would be the same. It should roll forward and over. That should be it. Yeah, it does. It's just gonna take me some work, and then I'm gonna have to clean my hands before I do the good seat. This is the shitty one, so I don't care about this one. So it'll be the exact same on the other side. We're just gonna roll these off. This one is gonna be the same as this one. And then the front, we've already shown how that one rolls off. And you can see the lip and channel in there that locks into when it rolls over. Okay. Hopefully we're all on the same page. Anyway, I'm not taking all this seat apart because, again, what's the point? The only thing I'm going to have to do to transfer the passenger seat upholstery on is poke this hole, which I think this is for the lumbar support, isn't it? Yeah, for the wheel for the lumbar support. I'll just have to poke that hole in it. No big deal. Anyway, I'm going to roll those off and the other side off, which should be the same. And if there's anything that's not the same, I'll let you know. Okay, so that was a whole 30-40 seconds. The other side did everything unclipped the way I thought it was going to. So now that we've got the upholstery pulled slightly that way, I'm going to flip the seat over, and then we're going to pull the upholstery off, and you're on a tripod where you should have been in the first place if I had any brains, which I don't. Let me just make sure that's still in frame. Yes, it is. So now we're going to slide this up, and these lines, the creases here, where the seat, the two different upholsteries meet here, there's a bar in here holding those down. It should come off the whole thing with the foam, which it does. So we're not worried about the bar. This is the other part we unclipped earlier. And we're just gonna roll that over the foam. Actually, it should all come out as one. We stuck it through. That should pop off. And yay, there we go. So all we have to do is repeat that with the passenger seat and pop it back on in the exact same spot, put our trim back on, and we're good to go. You can't use the entire passenger seat because the passenger seat has different wiring. Well, you could swap everything over if you really wanted to, but this is the best way to do it because you're keeping the mounts, which are different. The wiring, because that one, the passenger seat has the passenger weight sensor for the airbag. And yeah, it's also got the lumbar, which would be on the correct side. If you swap everything over, it's just a pain. So this, do I need to do this part? That's pretty good. I'm gonna keep, well, I'm just gonna keep the other seat in case we need it in the future. Or I'll keep the cover and the upholstery, but this one's not bad. There's no reason to replace that, to be honest, for the tiniest bit more sturdiness. Or it's not bad. This one's not worn out badly. Anyway, I'm rambling. I always do, and I'm not even drinking. Oops, I should be drinking. So, yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna get the other one off, and then we'll go through putting this one back on, which should be pretty damn simple. I can't see how it couldn't be there couldn't be any snags. I mean, this has been 10 minutes, including filming, which generally doubles the time. So let's get the other one off and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so here we have the passenger side one off. Looks like someone spilled a Happy Meal on there at some point, but that's no big deal. And here's the driver's side. Exactly the same. So let's just put the camera down and I'll shut up and I'll weasel this new seat on. Without killing you guys. Let's not kill you people. I'm not allowed, I don't think. So we're gonna shove this back under, grab it from behind. Once we get it most of the way on, we'll be good. We'll be golden. Okay. And now we can flip it over. So I'm going to pull the foam over the cushion, and here's the rod that holds the foam over. Make sure the ends get wrapped around. So this is just going to strap back down there again. I shouldn't have even unclipped the two tops, or I unclipped those because I'm not going to be doing that. So how's this going to be easier for you to see? Let's recline this. That should be good. I'm gently pulling this part through because this has got the pin that pops in the back, that big push pin. It's kind of stuck down there. just slide that over. So we're going to cut this hole last for this because it's just going to be a little X we're going to make here. So this has got a roll. Remember this lip here. God, I hope you can see me. Rolls into the, it's got to roll into that slot. Okay, roll. There we go. And now down here, the slot just goes into the metal frame. It's really simple. Hopefully I'm not in your way. Let me look and see. I might be kind of in your way. Let's get you a little closer. So you can see this slot that just basically, it rolls around and onto the metal seat frame. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but isn't everything in life? Okay, I've got to pull this side. This side here has to come back a little bit. There we go. We'll roll that onto there. And now roll the whole front on. I've got nerve damage and very little feeling in my hands, so I fumble a little bit with this stuff because I can't feel what I'm doing that well. I can't tell if that's in the hole or not, the slot or not. Pretty sure it is. No, it's not. Let's turn this slightly sideways and see if we've got that in the slot. No, it wasn't. There we go. Come on, get in there. There. That is in. And now these tabs, oopsie daisy, these tabs that keep it from unfolding. Lock them down. And we're done there. Seat belt out of our way. So we're just going to take this one popped on the same as the front, and that is on there. Make sure this is straight. We'll pop this into its little hole, and then we're just going to rotate this one on. Come on, you rotate. Or are you rotated? I don't think you're rotated. Actually, yes, you are. So that's on. As we put our side trim pieces back on, and I'll show you how we're going to zip tie that up. It's, again, it's dead simple. There's nothing tough here. If you've watched it and decide to do it yourself, you probably have the skill to do this anyway. That actually, it doesn't take any skill. And we can see we've now got a much, much better seat. This side, that's where I've got to pop. Oh, let's just do that now. Let me get a razor blade. Or a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's stretch this one. Oops, am I out of your view again? So sorry. Let's tuck this under the seat adjuster. Ah! No, bad. Just trying to tuck this clip with the, I left the clip inside the fabric, which probably was silly, but whatever, I did it. Okay, so this just pops back into this hole. We have to cut this one out. These are all in there. Cut a round hole. If you cut a jagged hole, then it will tear along the jags. So you want to cut. Gone, and we are done. Done. Ah, you didn't even see it. Hold on, we'll do this again. Kind of. We can't do it all again because I've already cut the damn hole. I apologize. We'll go backwards. So this was just popped up like this, and I just took the knife, pulled up on it, and cut. So we've got a semi-round hole. I'm gonna push around the mount here, the widest part down there, and then the plastic knob will just pop back on after we put the side trim on. And we're basically done. I'm just putting the side trim back on, a couple of screws, and then when we're done that, we'll show you how to make your plastic hog ties back in a sec. Something cool is zipping up and down the street. I don't know what. Sounds sweet though. Wheel, lumbar wheel. Bada boom. Time for the other side. You know what? Let's just flip this over and do it. You see? No, you can't. Why could you? I think that's a radio-controlled car and a big one. Should we be noisy? Okay, apologize for my childishness, but stuff like that makes me go, yeah. Maybe not quite that noise. Little clip around that white clip first. Let's see if there's a good and a bad way to do this. I don't know. Oh, apparently just like that. Oops, or not. Okay. Have to come at it from the top, it looks like, to get it on there properly. You get under there. And you slide under. No. Let's try again. I could just pop this thing off and do it the proper way. Where's my plastic trim tool? Use curvy needle nose and pull this sucker out. Oh, might be a bad idea. Not pulling it out. Okay. It's kind of a bugger to slide that on there. Came off a lot easier. That's on. Okay. Yep. Is it? Are you on? Yes, it is on. Okay. Then we just come to the back and we put our... No, you're not. Now you're on. We put our little Phillips screw in the back. Hopefully this isn't too long and boring. But when I do this crap, I show the entire method because most people don't. And you have steps left out and you're left wondering, well, how the heck did that happen or this happen or whatever? I'm not that guy. the bolt. Millimeter. Okay. That's in, that's in, that's in. Oh, oh. Just ran the headrest against the bicycle chain, motorcycle chain, so that's not good. Okay. Now this one's just gonna get hog ringed down. I'm gonna grab some plastic zip tie. Screw it, I'm leaving it running. I think there was 3 on this one. Make sure you go on the other side of the bar. Don't tighten them all yet because you want to get them all ready to go. Make sure they're all centered and then we'll tighten them. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 I saw what you did there. Dirty, dirty. Okay, let's make sure all the foam is surrounded by the... And there wasn't a middle on this one, was there? There was just the 2. Yeah. Zip. Zip. And I've already lost my side cutters. Snip. Snip. Okay, that's for the bottom cushion is all now done. Completely done with the bottom cushion. Can you see the top? Let's make sure. Again, I apologize for length. But if I make a video showing something, I make a video showing something. I'm not gonna frickin' apologize for it. If you want to see how it was done, you can skip steps if you don't like them. Okay, you seeing that one? This is the top cushion. This is where it wraps around from the bottom, and this is the top part, and these get zipped together. I don't have to line these ones up because they didn't come off, so I'm not worried about tightening one at a time. I wonder if this goes in or out. I'm assuming goes in. Let's just pretend we know what we're doing. It's always more fun that way. Sorry I got the sniffles. It's still only like 3 degrees here. Nice spring we're having. How about that? So I'm gonna snip these off when I find my frickin' snips, and then we'll just reattach the rug runner back in 2 seconds. Okay, so now we just have to attach the little elasty straps for the rug on the back. And where would these attach to? I guess here. You don't want it too tight. I'm pretty sure this is the bar they were on before. You don't even have to cut the clip off of this, but we will anyway. So yeah, here's the old one. Yeah, screw it, leave it on there. Okay. And let's flip her over and see what she looks like. Damn, it almost looks like we know what we're doing. Thank you very, very much for watching. Obviously, this is driver's side, the outside side. And all good to go. Bad. Good. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I've noticed one ever so slight difference. So this was originally passenger side. See the slight indent here where the seatbelt would have gone? And out there it's like flat. You see it? It's might even be hard to see. But other than that, dead on identical. Does it really matter? I don't think so. I'm not going to tell anybody. No one is going to know. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, friends, today and only today, I'm going to give you this added bonus and show you how to take off the back. So you push the little side on your backrest. I had to break these. That's why I'm telling you how to do it, because I don't want you guys to have to break them. If you do have to do the back as well, we've already shown you how to unclip everything, and it just slides up after that. Once you remove the two plastic, where are they? There's one. The little plastic things that are, you push this in, pull your headrest all the way out, and then unwrap the foam, and it comes off in one piece. See, it's sitting over there in the corner. It's just all in one chunk, and it starts sliding up, and you're gonna have to slide your hand up under the seat. I couldn't figure this out until now, and there are two see the plastic, the little spring pins on each side, and then you'll be able to push it up and out, and then they'll just pop back in when you push it back in. But you have to squeeze them by jamming your hand up in there. Do a little bit of laparoscopic surgery with your arm. Squeeze and push. I wish there was an easier way. There's not, but you have to just jam your arm up there. You might be able to get these with a pair of needle nose pliers or something. But once they're up there, once they're in, and then you to put them back in, you just drop them down in one piece. Once you put the new cover in, you'll just drop it down until it locks in place. Or you can break them the way I did, and then you'll be completely screwed. Anyway, now this is ready for the junk, but passenger seat, keep the passenger sensor, and I think we got a tensioner, pre-tensioner on the seat belt there. That's an explosive pre-tensioner. I believe, no, it's not. That's not a seatbelt pre-tensioner, is it? No. The hell is it? I don't know what that is. I'm trying to figure out what that electronic thing is. Anybody knows what this is, tell me. I thought it might be a seat pre-tensioner, but I'm going to grab all the electronics, the seat weight sensor, the passenger, the occupant sensor and stuff, just in case they're ever needed. Why not have them around? They just unclip from the bottom, and thank you again for watching. Hope this helps you. Hope I'm not too much of an idiot and I explained it properly. Thank you very much.